right, we're going to bring the school board meeting to order. Hello? Hello? We're going to bring the school board meeting to order. We got a lot of antsy kids in here.
Excitement.
Yeah. Mr. Reichert will do the Pledge of Allegiance.
If you will please stand and face the flag here in the back of the room. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So we're going to start off with Mr. Prokop coming up and talk about this incredible volleyball team.
All right, so we wanted to just take a moment to recognize our 5th and 6th grade volleyball program after the incredible historic run they went on this season. We have 20 players that are a part of this program, and they finished the season 14-1, which is absolutely amazing. A record that I don't think we have seen any of our programs ever hit before, including 14 wins in a row. And one of the most amazing things about it that I don't even know if the players really realize is that this program is playing against majority of 6th grade only teams. And we are a 5-6 program, so a lot of the teams that we were playing on were all 6th grade girls, and you could maybe see that in some of the games that just the size of the team compared to us, and our girls just played incredibly hard and really kind of is the face of this change that we want to make at Hamilton with our athletics program of being dedicated, starting with our youth, and just building towards the future. So I'm going to introduce Coach Sherry. So, Sherry, if you want to come up here. You get to talk in front of everybody. But real quick about Coach Sherry. So, Coach Sherry, this is her first year for Hamilton Volleyball, but she actually took over our youth program, started our youth program with the 3rd and 4th graders last year, and then also kept that running, but then took over the 5th, 6th volleyball team this year. So she's been doing an amazing job, exactly what we want from our youth program. So congratulations to you, and I'll let you introduce the team.
Hello, I'm going to start with announcing our girls, and then I'm going to say a few things. I got Addie Sturry, Brinkley Price, Izzy Riggs, McLean Dove, Claire Vaughn, Kylie Curcio, Kinsley Taylor, Addie Lingo, Lily Grams, Alasia Sitz, Hannah Isley, Jalen Austin, Mabel Schick, Annika DePriest, Taryn Haviland, Olivia Whitford, and then we also have Emma Lowe, who could not make it, Hazel Hardy, and Hallie Payton. Just a few things. If you don't know me, I'm Coach Sherry, first year coaching. First, I would like to thank the school and Mr. Prokop for allowing me to coach this group of girls. Thank you to the parents for supporting us through the season, and thank you for the team for trusting me as your coach. I couldn't have asked for a better first season. Yeah. Amazing. This season has been a journey of growth and teamwork. Each of you have shown dedication, passion, and true love for the game. You have built friendships and created memories that will last a lifetime. I hope that bond you all hold continues through your years here at Hamilton. I'm proud of each one of you and your hard work, sportsmanship, and positive attitudes. Keep working hard, stay positive, and continue to enjoy the game you love. Thank you for the amazing season. You are all standing here today because of the work you guys put in on and off the court. 4-1 is an amazing record to hold. I can't wait to see where the future takes you. No, I definitely said 14. This is what I deal with every day. All right, 14-1. Congratulations on your guys' season. I'm proud of you all.
You're not getting out of this, Coach Renee, so come on up here. Real quick, Coach Renee was also a member of this staff, and Coach Renee was a volunteer who came every day, so I want to make sure that Coach Renee Vaughn gets her blessings as well, because she definitely deserves it. The last thing I want to mention as they're kind of going through is it didn't hit me. I didn't realize it. I didn't think much about it. But the pressure that these young ladies carried the entire season of the idea of going undefeated. I know that I mentioned it all the time, like, hey, we're 10-0, 11-0. But I didn't realize the pressure that was put on all of these girls and their coaches. And if you were there Saturday, you got to see that intense pressure that was put on them. And they overcame a lot this year in terms of the teams they were playing in competitiveness. Saturday, they played in their second game against West Noble, and they got down that first game, lost the first game, got down in the second game it was 5 or 6 points, and they just fought back and ended up winning the second game and then dominated the third game. And then on the last game against Central Noble, things didn't go the way that we had hoped. And afterwards, we got to actually see what that pressure was like and get to see what these girls, how they reacted. And I know they weren't happy with the loss, but I want to say as an athletic director, when a team goes 14-0 and the way they were after that game and how hard it hit them, it kind of made me really excited that these kids care that much about what they're doing, and it's really exciting for the future of our program. So once again, congratulations on a great season. Very, very proud of you guys.
And I would like to thank the parents for their support as well for this season, because you are the ones who bring them to practice and also take them home every day and support them when things don't always go the best that they want them to go. So thank you, parents, as well. And you are free to leave if you'd like to. We're going to do Students of the Month, so if you want to stick around for that and then leave, you can. It's up to you. But at this point, ladies, you can return back to your seats, and your parents can decide if you're going to stay or go.
Hey, girls, you guys need to stick with this until you get to high school, and we'll make a space for a state championship banner in that gym.
Talk about putting pressure on them.
Well, we're going to move on to Student of the Month now. So, have at it.
All right, our student of the month for Mrs. Werner. Come on up here, bud. Our student of the month for Mrs. Werner is Stephen Bryant. Can you hold that certificate for us and face out in the crowd? I'm going to read you what your teacher wrote about you, okay? Mrs. Werner was unable to make it today because she had something going on with the kids. Mrs. Werner said, "I chose Stephen as my student of the month because he has shown so much growth. He comes to the resource room each day in a respectful manner. He goes straight back to the area that he likes to work in respectfully. He works hard to complete what he has brought with him. He always asks for help when he is unsure what to do. When I approach him with goal work, he is always willing and never grumbles about having to do extra work. He actually welcomes the extra work. When he finishes his work, he likes to look at books, or he will go right back to class and pick up where he left off. I am so proud of the maturity and responsibility he has shown, and he has set a good example for others that work with him. Keep up the amazing work, kiddo. Love, Mrs. Werner." Okay, our next student of the month, Miss Chaya, if you don't mind coming up. And this is for Brielle Miller. Brielle, can you come up with Miss Chaya, please?
Okay, as Mrs. Watkins said, I picked Brielle Miller. I picked Brielle because she's such a joy to have in class. She shows up each and every day with a smile, and she's always ready to learn. One thing I wanted to highlight about Brielle is something that I love, is that she has a drive to learn, and she's always participating in my class. If I'm asking a question, her hand is raised, and she's ready to answer it. So keep growing and keep working. Congratulations.
Thank you, Miss Chaya. Miss Snyder, if you could come on up. And Miss Snyder, student of the month for kindergarten is Cohen Curcio. Cohen, can you come on up, buddy?
Thank you. Hi. Okay, as Mrs. Watkins already said, I chose Cohen Curcio as my student of the month. If you are in the school each day, you would know that when Cohen started kindergarten, he was terrified. He did not love it. He was not in for it. He spent countless hours being coaxed in just to our room himself. And about a week or two into school, he was over it, and he has grown so much. He loves coming to school every day, right? Say, yeah, I love it so much. He won't tell you that, but he loves coming to school every day, and he is just such a joy to have in class. He's grown so much, and I'm just so thankful to spend every day with him. Congratulations. That's you. Thanks.
Thank you. Good job, guys. Can we have the students of the month? Yep, if you don't mind coming out here so I can get some pictures, and we will continue on with the board meeting. Thank you all for coming.
Okay, now we got all that out of the way. Are there any changes to the agenda? There aren't, are there?
There are no changes
Okay.
to the agenda tonight.
Okay, just need a motion to approve the agenda, please.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion's made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No. We don't have any patron participation filled out that I think. So
I'll move on to the item 6 on our agenda, and that's the consent agenda. And you have the claims docket. They were included in your board packet. We also have the approval of the minutes for the budget hearing, the teacher contract hearing, and the regular board meeting held on September 22nd, 2025. We have one new hire, John Watkins, as the 5th and 6th grade boys basketball coach. And we have no receipt of funds this month. So I'd recommend that you approve items A through C.
I'll make a motion to approve items A through C.
I second that.
Motion's been made and seconded. All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Done.
Okay, under new business, the approval and adoption of the 2026 budget. It was advertised, and you also heard last month the details of the 2026 budget. And Brittany, you have anything to add at this time? Does the board have any questions for Brittany? Okay, just realize that in December we'll get our budget order, and so these numbers are going to drop. The tax rate isn't going to be what you approve right now, but this is how Indiana has to do it. So with that being said, I would recommend that you approve the 2026 budget.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2026 budget.
I'll second the motion.
Motion's made and seconded. All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Nice job on that again, Brittany.
And the next new business item is the adoption of the 26-27 school calendar. It was included in your board packet. We did make the change from the previous board meeting to move spring break to the last full week of March. That's been the traditional week for here at Hamilton. It also mirrors DeKalb Eastern spring break. MSD Steuben County is the week after that. So you either have to go with one school district or the other, and traditionally we have matched up with DeKalb Eastern. The other thing that does is because Good Friday's at the end of spring break on that Friday, not Saturday, is that we gain a day at the end of the year for teachers and students. So it lets us get out of school one day earlier, and the teachers have a work day one day earlier as well. So those were the only changes that we made from the previous tabled motion on the agenda, and we have not heard anyone disagree with this changes that we've made to the school calendar. Any questions from the board? If not, I would recommend the approval of the 26-27 school calendar.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2026-2027 school calendar.
I'll second that.
Motion's made and seconded. All's in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Okay, and then according to state statute, when we reach a tentative agreement with the Teachers Association, we have to post that agreement online, which takes, we got to do a 72 hours notice, which we have done. We also have to have a board hearing or a board meeting where anyone from the public can ask us questions about the tentative agreement. I will tell you that we've reached, I appreciate the Teachers Association working with the administration. The first year, which is this year, teachers will get a $2,000 raise. The next year, teachers will get a $1,000 raise, and we also have bumped up our beginning salary to $45,000. It was at $42,000, and so we will be in compliance with the state because they want us to be at $45,000. Those were a couple of the major changes. There's also some minor contract changes. We changed as a highlight, teachers are paid in our old contract $25 an hour for working extra time or during the summer. We have changed that language to be a minimum of $25 because sometimes we get a grant that allows us to pay teachers, let's say, $40 an hour. And right now our contract would not allow us to do that. Like last year, we could have paid teachers more because we had grant dollars from the state to use. So that was a major change that we made. We took out sick bank language that we haven't used for many years, and so we agreed to take that out. Anything else, Laura, that you can think of that you want the board to highlight? I'll repeat what you say. Thank you. The early literacy grant. If you remember, we have teachers are required now, if they're teaching reading, to go through the early literacy science of reading program. And we are giving a stipend, or not a stipend, we're giving a $250 one-time raise to those teachers who have it on their teaching license as of December 31st. And we're required to do that by the state. We also increase for the high school, anyone that teaches an AP type class, they will receive a stipend of $250 for every class that they teach. That class it moves faster, it's required more time to teach, and we agreed right now for that. In the past, they got 0, and we'll see how this works out. If it works well, we may bump that up to $500 2 years from now when we renegotiate the contract. So, Laura, anything else you can think of? Yeah, I think most of the rest of it was just changing dates and times and so forth. So, with that being said, I will open this up to anybody in the public who wants to speak, or any board members who have questions, and we won't take a motion. This is for information only. And then we need to look at calendars, because in the first week of November, we need to have a special board meeting. The teachers will ratify, hopefully, this contract right after fall break. Laura, I'm looking at you. And then we need to have a special board meeting the first week of November, because we have to send this contract down to the state before November 15th, and our next regularly scheduled board meeting is like the 21st of November. So if you can look at your calendars and tell me, like, if November 3rd, which is a Monday, if that would work, or any day the first week of November. And Scott, I'll let you follow up. The meeting can be relatively short. I will tell you that we want an exec session afterwards, and so I think you ought to probably block out 45 minutes maybe on your calendar between the two meetings.
I mean, I'm
board meeting, and I think I have it the following week.
right, as it stands right now, I'm okay with either date. It just would be double checking with Julie.
Okay.
Third, 10th.
The 3rd or the 10th?
I'm good both. Brandy, you?
Doesn't it
you
have
know?
to be that first week though?
It doesn't have to be on a Monday either,
The
but
10th is the
we
following.
normally do.
I have park board on the 10th.
Yeah, park board on the 10th. I'm gonna shoot for the 3rd and just get it out, because that way if something happens and we gotta push it, we don't have to do it on a Monday. We could push it to another day of the week. The earlier date allows us to flexibility to push.
And I will say, too, that we don't need all 5 board members present if one of you has a conflict. But the exec session, we would like to have everybody present. So hopefully everybody could block out a time. So you're looking at the 3rd, maybe?
Yeah.
At what time? 5:30, 6?
She says 6.
I know, because you have to rush. So it makes me no difference.
I didn't have to.
Yeah, we're fine with that. I am. You guys, yeah.
November 3rd at 6 o'clock.
Around the school.
Of course, this was dependent upon the teachers ratifying it, because if they don't, then we'll have to change it. But I have,
They've been able to view it.
Laura said, for those of you online, Laura is saying that teachers have been able to review the contract, and for the most part, she hasn't heard too much negativity about the contract. So we expect it to pass, but it always is up for a vote. So right now, November 3rd at 6 o'clock here in the board area. Okay. Any comments, questions from anyone on the tentative agreement? Okay. Then the only thing I have, on my report is just to get that meeting scheduled. So I did send out a thing on ADM. I hope all of you had a chance to look at the history of our ADM, and I'm proud to announce that, you know, we have more students in our building K to 12 this year than we have in the past 12 years. And then I couldn't go back any further. I couldn't find any more data. So it could be longer than that, but 413 students K to 12 is great. We receive, if our estimates from the state is right, we'll receive around $8,500 per student. So that puts an extra $500,000 into our general fund as of right now. So any questions or comments on that good news? Great news. Thanks to Kristen and her staff and Allie and everyone. I can't tell you how many parents are pleased with the education that they are receiving here at Hamilton, and we continue to attract. We had a couple other students looking at joining us after count day even, so this will continue to go on. So we really appreciate it, and we got a lot of positive momentum going. So thank you very much, and congratulations to our 5th and 6th grade volleyball girls and our students of the month. And that's the end unless you have questions for me.
Do we have any administrator reports?
Yes, I just had a couple things. I wanted to mention our iLearn checkpoints and the PLCs that have been taking place with our staff the past week. Teachers have had half days. Each teacher was given a half day, and Mrs. Richter has been working one-on-one with them, and they are really enjoying it. I'm getting good feedback from their professional learning community that's taking place during the school day. And we finalized the iLearn checkpoints a week or two ago, and it's great because the feedback is immediate from the state, so the teachers have that raw data to start implementing in their classroom almost immediately, within the hour, technically. We had a bonfire hosted by Mrs. Belozin. Was that last week, Ms. Belozin? Or 2 weeks ago? Really? Week and a half ago? Okay. So we did that a couple weeks ago. The kids had a blast. It was after the volleyball game. It was all these days are kind of blending together. Same week we had Volley for a Cure, where Tegan Freed and Marissa Mercer collaborated and worked together to make hit their goal of $4,000. And then we had a pep rally last week, which was awesome. We actually had someone from the Cancer Association come and get their head shaved as a thank you. That was pretty cool. And we also had senior night for our volleyball girls and cross country. What else, Mr. Prokop? Girls golf. And girls golf, yes. Within the last week. Pep rally, bonfire, and the last thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Wanted to mention the field trips. 6th grade made a trip to Triton, our 6th grade robotics team, and our 6th through 8th graders went to Trine. This all happened within the last week or two as well, and we've heard lots of great feedback from those that attended. And we had semi-formal this last weekend, and Mrs. Furness went on the senior trip with the students to Cedar Point. You want to tell us a little about that?
It was a blast. All the kids had such a great time. You could not ask for better weather. It was perfect. The ride was perfect. Everybody had a grand time. I wasn't in as much pain as I thought I would be the day after walking 10 miles and riding these rides. It went really well. The kids had a really good time, so couldn't have asked for a better day. Something else I wanted to mention too, we have the Veterans Day program coming up next month that will occur before our next board meeting, so it's scheduled for the Friday after that special board meeting, which is November 7th, that we'd like to invite the community to. The program begins at 9 a.m., so we'd love it if you guys could make it as well. In addition to that, the senior banners came in. So we have this year's senior class that will be up similar to last year around town after they bring down. The tentative plan right now is to remove the veterans banners from town and put ours up on the Saturday following Veterans Day, which is November 15th. So we should have those up much like last year until around Memorial Day, where we'll flip them back. So that's kind of exciting too.
Mr. Prokop.
I just wanted to add a quick update athletic-wise. We talked about 5-6 volleyball. Junior high cross country wrapped up their season. And then varsity volleyball and varsity cross country both compete Saturday for sectionals. Our boys cross country team, the same night as the pep rally and the bonfire, they won the Hoosier Plains Conference for the first time ever winning that conference meet, but then the first cross country title since '75. Doyle Hauser was a part of the 75 team as a runner, and now he's part of it as a assistant coach. By winning that, they were also honored then on Wayne 15 News as Team of the Week, which is the first time since 2014 when our girls basketball was honored as Team of the Week in 2014 after they won sectionals. And they interviewed on that one Taylor Brown, who's now still working here as well. So a lot of just connections there. Cross country competes at West Noble at 10:30 on Saturday. Varsity volleyball is at Lakewood Park at 11:30. And then yes, Roberts Schick, RJ won around Northeast Indiana corner cross country runner of the week. He got voted for that. So that is our second one this year. Bella Rivera won earlier for golf. So anytime they do put a Hamilton kid in there, our supporters definitely come out. He had over 200 some votes, and so it's cool to see when that happens.
And our cross-country team was also Team of the Week on Wayne 15, right?
Yep, that's correct.
Fall Sports Awards, that's
Fall
on the
Sports
28th,
Awards,
right?
October 28th, which is that Tuesday after fall break. And we already have 2 basketball teams already practicing for 5, 6, 7, and 8. They started this week, and girls basketball starts next week on fall break.
Sounds great. Treasurer's report.
Thank you for passing the budget. I appreciate that. A lot of work goes into it, a lot of stress, so I'm glad that's over.
Trust me, I tried to find some mistakes and I couldn't. But
Wouldn't
I worked
surprise
a lot
me if
of.
you
I
did.
put a lot of time into that.
I spent the first 2 days at Treasurer's Workshop a couple weeks ago. A lot of good refreshers there. Lots changed since I last went, so it's always good to go back. And I go back early November for 2 months.
And then Brittany came back and goes to me after she attends these meetings, she goes, I'm glad I'm at Hamilton and not at some of these other school districts.
They talk about, it's crazy.
Brittany did when she came back after listening to some of the other
Yeah.
business managers talk about the issues they have going on in their school districts with money and finances right now.
Any board comments? Are you going to start coming to every board meeting now? This is pretty exciting, isn't it, Annika? No? Not so much? I guess if that's all there is, we just need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
All right,
You didn't second.
we're out. Second it. Yep.
Second.
All right.